No, no thank you. That's what my wife would say every year when I would invite her to Burning Man. I would get involved, like more and more involved every year, and I'd say, hey, we're gonna have an art car. She's like, no, no thank you. And she would give, varying excuses like, well, somebody does have to take care of the kids, or, it's really a guy thing, or really the main thing she would say is, I really don't like dust. And I'd say, oh, you get used to it, it's not that bad. And I would say, hey, this year we're going to build this giant 20-foot pyramid, like the one on the back of the dollar bill that has a big flashing light, a big flashing eye at the top of it. You can climb up it, and you should come. Every year she'd say, no, no thank you. And then she came to this show in 2014. And after the show ends, we're standing around, we're discussing all the great stories that took place, and she goes, we go to Burning Man. She goes, this is my year of trying new things. So I'm going to Burning Man. And I think to myself, oh shit! And the little angel on my shoulder is going, think of all the times you were at Burning Man and you wished your partner was there to take part in the action. And the devil's on my shoulder going, think of all those times you were at Burning Man and you were so glad your wife wasn't there. Did I happen to mention that Burning Man has a bit of a reputation for destroying relationships? Well, it does. All right. So I'm a responsible burner, so I do what all responsible burners do. I quit my job. And I go, no, babe, this is a good thing. It's going to take us at least a year to get ready. So I jump in, I reach out to my network, and I get tickets for Burning Man, which is not easy to do. I book the flights, the flights there. I get our campmates to arrange our camping area. Get the flights, we fly out to Reno, we grab my buddy witch doctor from Denver, we get in the car, we scream out to Black Rock City in 3 hours, like the easiest trip I've ever had. I'm a genius. Pull up to the greeters, which I believe have been mentioned before, and we all get out of the car and they're like, hey, anybody a virgin? And we're like, yeah! And we got a virgin. And they go, all right, well, hey, ring the bell. And she's like, yeah! And she rings the bell. And they go, all right, roll the dust. And she's like, even a year of trying new things does have its limits. So we pull into our little camp, and once again, I do what any responsible burner does. I drink a large amount of Fireball. And I pass out. For days. And what they tell me happened during this time is Filtress, which is my wife's new burner name, would roll into camp every now and then and kind of check in. I'm not aware this is happening, but she's like checking the car. No, not in the car. She zips open the little tent. It smells like vomit. Zips open. Looking around, she finds me behind the tent, like face down in the playa dust, and I only know this because my wonderful campmates took pictures of me at all those stages. So, a couple days later, I'm vertical. And I've got a cocktail in my hand made up mainly of Pedialyte. And hey, there comes Filter. She comes rolling into camp and she nuzzles up next to me and she whispers in my ear, "You fucking asshole! You know I hate dust. Why didn't we get an RV?" I'm drinking Pedialyte. Well, turns out that while I was unable to participate, she was off enjoying Burning Man. She was at French toast and lingerie, and she went to the rope workshop and got tied up by strangers. and I had mentioned to her before we went to Burning Man, like, hey, if you get a chance to do a steam bath. Well, it turns out she's standing naked in line about 4 people away from the entrance to the steam bath, which is what people do at Burning Man. And she's waiting there, and someone comes out of the steam bath, which usually means the next person can go, and the person steps out. And this person is a very tall, very good-looking, former neighbor of ours named James. And he opens the door naked, and he looks over and sees my naked wife like 4 people away, and he blows. Decides he's going to spend a little more time in the steam bath with my naked wife. And I had to suffer through her telling the story to all the other ladies in the neighborhood about how amazing it was to be naked in the steam bath with James. But then after about 4 days, I see my wife again, and she comes rolling into camp, and she nuzzles up to me, and she whispers in my ear, "I love you. You're amazing. You trusted in me." And I'm like, all right, this is getting better. So at some point, demonstrating radical self-expression, my wife found her own way. Filters found her own way. She went from, "I hate you, you fucker," to, "I love you, you trusted in me." And she went from no thank you, to no thank you. Oh yeah. Surprise! Someone take a picture.
So just so you all know, we have been married 17 years tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you for a life of creativity, atypical marriage, and very much being on my phone. It's fun. We have a very